This is Susan Wilbanks with blendedinsight.com. I am a holistic and integrative healing arts practitioner, an intuitive, and an energy healer. In this podcast, I share tips, tools, and suggestions that have helped me along my path in hopes of inspiring and helping you along yours. Let's get started with today's podcast topic.
Hello, bright soul. Thank you so much for joining me on another podcast. And as always, I want to start out by expressing my sincere gratitude for you showing up and for being here and for all your kindness and your feedback. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm just getting back from the hot springs. So my daughter and I went up to Glenwood Springs. That's here in Colorado. For those of you who know Colorado or live in Colorado, it's up in the mountains. And we like to go a few times a year. And if you all recall, that's the same place we went where there was an amusement park on the mountain. And we went up there and she talked me into riding that roller coaster. I was so anxious. I used to be a roller coaster junkie. Oh my goodness. I used to love it. But, our equilibrium is not the same as we get older. And anyway, I rode it and it was fine. So we change. So no need in holding yourself back based on a prior experience because you could be a new human today, here and now. So in any case, it was the same place. And we went up there with the intent of going to the hot springs because I love the hot springs. And it was so funny because the day that we were supposed to get up there, I just couldn't get myself going. And she couldn't get herself going either. And it took us forever to pack our stuff and get up there. It was just so funny. We're so in sync with one another. So we get up there and it's unseasonably hot, like blistering hot, not normal for this time of year. And I thought, oh man, yeah, I don't really want to get in hot water. It's too hot. And that's kind of the purpose of us going. And I darn sure wasn't going to go on top of the mountain and sweat and die, which is so funny because if you think about in the wintertime, because we had a very, very cold winter this time and it was below zero for a little bit, which was nuts. I was going out to dinner and my literal eyelashes froze just trying to walk into the building. It was crazy. So we had such a cold winter and, in my mind, I'm like, oh gosh, I can't wait until it gets warmer. But we didn't really have a spring. It skipped right to summer and not just regular summer, like blistering hot summer. So anyway, we decided not to go to the hot springs because I asked her, because if she wanted to go, I would have went. So I just asked, do you want to go to the hot springs? And she's like, nope. I'm like, me neither. So instead we just went downtown and we ate delicious food and we enjoyed the mountain views and we went shopping and it was all great. And the reason I bring this up is because whatever you're living in this moment is a representation of what you focused on and thought about in the past. Because we are constantly creating our futures, our consciousness, what we're focused on. This is how we bring things into being. This is how we bring things into the form. Those of us who are on this path. I mean, everybody does it, but when you're clear and you're conscious, you bring things into this reality. So I thought, was my intense desire for warm weather the reason that it is blistering hot? I don't think I'm that powerful. Anyway, it was just pretty funny. So I wanted to bring this up because I know these last few years have been really difficult. And I seem to have this conversation a lot in private sessions and in passing about how we really can't believe how things went the last couple of years. And most people are trying to recover from it. And a lot of people have not recovered. They have not stepped into present day reality. There's also a lot of people feeling really blocked about what do you want to bring in? What are your goals? And sometimes that is a waiting place. Sometimes it's a waiting place spiritually because there's this little valley in between these stepping stones that we're gradually taking to get to where we want to go. And sometimes we need a little bit of rest, especially if we are very determined and we're these strong, conscious creators. We're deliberate. We're always focused on something. I'm raising my hand. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where people just feel it's just a really common thing right now where people feel just very stuck and blocked and stagnant and lackluster. And so, what I wanted to mention to you is you do have the power to redirect your thoughts, and all the things that I do help. Energy healing is it's transformational, really. It's amazing. And everybody roll your eyes. Okay, breath work can really help you to get clear, to clear things out of your body. Exercise. And again, the pause breath work app and the programs are linked in my show notes. So there's things that you can do to get yourself out of your own way. But the other thing is consciously sitting down and clarify your intentions. And if you don't have a view of what you want the next year to look like, or even 6 months to look like, focus on what it is that you want to bring in. What's the state? So maybe you don't have an external goal of something that you want to bring in. So maybe this is today I want to feel joy. Today I want to feel connected. Today I want to feel peaceful. And I need my thoughts and my intention and my energy to align to that vibration. It's similar to what we talked about a few podcasts ago, is what is your daily intention? So I find, and I shared this before, I find that having a goal and a vision really helps me to move myself forward. It gives me something to look forward to. But the other thing is visualizing then how that feels for you and how that can come into being. And I think guided visualizations are wonderful for this, because even if you don't have an image in your mind and you feel stuck, you can very easily listen to a guided visualization and go within and really follow the imagery and put yourself into a very beautiful, blissful state. So, again, because what you're living right now is what you created in the past. And the way that you know this is anything that you've been focusing on a lot, notice how it comes into being, because we're powerful beings. This could even be when you notice a certain color or a certain car, or and all of a sudden it starts popping up, or you're thinking about something and all of a sudden these things start coming to you. It can be very simple like that too. So the other thing is, it's not enough to just sit and pray and meditate. You also have to take the action based on the intuitive insight that you get. And it can come through like inspiration or, ooh, that seems fun. And following through on it, because that's how you actually bring it into material form. God sends us people, God sends us signs, and it often comes through your intuition. So the way you tune into that intuition is through all the things that I always mention. Daily practice, meditation, doing energy healing is tremendously helpful. All the things I don't want to repeat them again, but I kind of need to, because it's important and you guys are going to get sick of it. And you're going to say, okay, fine, I'll just try it. I'll just try it and see if it works. And it's going to work. And then you're going to feel better. And then you're going to say, should have listened 2 years ago. So it's exercise, breath work, and we all have different ways. And the other thing is, people that say they can't meditate, there's all different kinds of meditations. There's walking meditations. So you're actually moving your body. So you're expelling stuff out of your energy field. You're expanding your health rays while you're moving, especially for those that have anxiety or they're very overactive in their mind and they can't sit still. Walking meditations are fabulous for that. And there's so many that you can find online who you're drawn to. I've been doing meditations for my Patreon community, my High Vibe Lightworker tribe, which is phenomenal. Absolutely love these people. So if you are interested in connecting, you can find the link in the show notes. And I also have meditations on my website. I've done things here and there on this page. I've even done like a tiny little breathing break on this page. And the easiest way to find things on my page is just to visit the playlist or search in the toolbar by keyword of what you're looking for, and it will pop up. And the other thing is practicing gratitude for where you've been, where you are right now, daily gratitude. And it can be for all the little things. It can be something as simple as my delicious creatine that is the best flavor. I found flavored creatine, and first I just discovered this flavor creatine, and it was actually on the TikTok shop, but it's the company is from like a better known company. I'm not sponsoring anything, that's why I'm not going to mention them. Anyway, their creatine is delicious. I was so excited about this because for years I just used unflavored creatine, and I'd have to mix it in like with like usually my pre-workout or something else. And so on the days I'm not going to go to the gym or I don't want to take pre-workout, then I have this disgusting unflavored creatine that I have to figure out what I'm going to mix it in with. So I found this delicious unflavored or flavored creatine. And then a new company, one of the regulars at the gym told me about this new company, and they have like vitamins and recovery vitamins. And so I'm like, sure, I'll try it. You know, me, I'm kind of gullible. Anyway, no, I actually did look at the ingredients and research the company. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. Anyway, that company has a flavored creatine and it's so delicious. So anyway, it can be something as little as that, like the little things that, and again, over the years, every single time I'm not working out and I have to scoop that creatine and it's unflavored and I have to figure out what I'm going to put it in. I'm going to mix it into tea, or I don't know, a Gatorade Zero, which is ew. I don't want to do that. But anyway, every single time I would do it, I would think to myself, I wish that we had flavored creatine. I wish we had flavored, and I did it so many times. And surprise, flavored creatine came into my life. And so what I'm living now, I know is a representation and a physical embodiment of what I thought about before. So gratitude is really important. And affirmations are really, really good. And all it is a positive thought. So you don't have to repetitively repeat things that you don't believe if it's torturous to you. I've also shared Inner Talk. It's linked in my show notes. Inner Talk is subliminal affirmations over a nature track. I have so many Inner Talk CDs because when I was resisting affirmations, the Inner Talk slid right in there and reprogrammed my subconscious and helped me tremendously. So you can find the link to Inner Talk also in my show notes. And the author of Inner Talk is Eldon Taylor. Eldon Taylor is his name. And then the other thing is like really redirecting yourself and being an observer of your thoughts and staying positive, because whatever you're focusing on and energizing is expanding each and every day, each and every moment. This is why if you ever listen to Abraham Hicks, which is Esther Hicks, she channels Abraham Hicks. I know a lot of you are familiar with that. She's always saying to get into the stream, get into feeling good, because that vibration is what aligns you with the very thing that you're wanting to create. And when you're in a low place and you're feeling like you're not hopeful and you're feeling defeated, you're in a very resistant place. And you want to be in an uplifted ease state, because that's where all the things that you want are. They're in that state. So that is really all I wanted to offer. Just a little drop in, things you already know, but some good reminders, hopefully. And we can go into a healing. You can uncross your arms and legs, focus on your breathing. And by the way, the reason I say uncross your arms and legs is because it's like a water hose. If a water hose is kinked, the energy cannot flow as freely. So you don't have to uncross your arms and legs. It's just the energy won't flow as easily. And so that's why I wanted to also mention that. I get that question over and over. So just a reminder. And let's turn the healing on. Okay, and so it is. Friends, that is all I have, and I hope that you have the most beautiful week. Take care. Bye-bye.